back to my channel. I know something is a little different, huh? It feels so good to take that off. I do not know why I decided to shoot with this, but it's fun. Do you guys like the little intro I did? Do you like it? Just a little bit, just tiny, maybe? Anyways, welcome back to my channel. So I decided to do this back to school video for you guys going back to school. But wait, by the time this video goes up, you guys are probably already in school. I remember those days, those good old days. Anyways, we're not here for me today, we're here for you guys. I remember going back to school, how excited I would be, like, yay, first week of school. Then after like the first week, my excitement kind of just dies down. Anyways, enough of my talking. So yeah, today's video is going to be about 5 things I wish I knew while I was still at college, university, whatever you call it in your country, that's fine with me. But 5 things I wish I knew while I was still at college. Okay, let's get into the video. Number 1, it's okay to not have life figured out. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I put this pressure on myself. Like, when I was in school, I needed to know what I was gonna do. Like, listen, there's a difference with not having life figured out, and there's a difference with planning. Like, I'm a big planner. Like, I always plan. It was after first year, I'm gonna get this internship. By the time I'm done, I'm going to have at least 1 year of experience. So when I go and apply for jobs, I'll at least have some experience, and I know what they're talking about. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay to plan, but it's also okay not to have life figured out. It's okay, you guys. Like, I can't stress this. This is something I battled with when I was in school. Like, I don't like surprises, so I like planning everything in my life. But it's a good and a bad thing at the end of the day. But that's the kind of person that I was. I planned every single thing, and when things did not go according to what I planned, like, you guys, I freaked out. I entered university at the age of 17. Some people enter 18, 19, whatever age you enter. At the end of the day, you're entering university as a teenager. Think about it. Think back to when you were 17. You made stupid mistakes. Like, so how can you have your life figured out as a 17-year-old? Think about it. It's just ridiculous. You're going to make mistakes. Life is going to happen. That's something you should know, and you have to be okay with it. For those who like planning like me, instead of just having one set plan, you can have a plan A, you can have a plan B, you can have a plan C, however many alphabets you want to use in your plans, you can do that. I have so many friends who ended up changing their degrees halfway through university. That happens too to people. Don't feel like I'm screwed, I'm done for. Like, no, it's just your story is different from my story, and your story is different from your friend's story, and every other person's story. Okay, so it's okay not to have life figured out. I don't know why people are always saying, what do you mean you're in university, you should know what you want to do. By 21 you should know what you want to do. By 30, yeah, you should have an idea, but you can't necessarily know, because as you go on further in life, what you like changes, you know, what you consider important, all of those things change. So when you change, when all of those things change, you also change as a person. So what you thought you wanted to do at 17 might be different from what you think you want to do at 22, and it's fine. You just have to sit down and reorganize your life. You don't have to, you know, sit for 5 years crying, thinking you're a failure, thinking like you have the worst luck in life. It's okay to do that for a day, but pick yourself up and keep moving, and just know that it's going to be okay. Like, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. That's something I always told myself when I was in university. Let me let you know, people in their early 20s are still trying to figure out their lives. People in their early 30s are still trying to figure out their lives. I'm not saying don't plan, don't get me wrong, always plan. It's very important, but sometimes you just can't have everything figured out. That's the beauty of life. Okay, that's what keeps the excitement going. All right, it's okay. I'm specifically talking to those planners, because I know there are a lot of us out there. All you planners, I know you. I know you. I know you. You know yourself. It's okay. You're still going to end up in a good place. It's okay. It's okay. But school is not all about studying. Join major societies, join clubs. You need to join major societies. And what I'm saying you need to join major societies is you can even find jobs through them. It's not all about, oh my god, I need to get great grades in schools. Like, I want to get all A stars. Like, shout out to you guys if you're one of those A star students. I definitely wasn't an A star student in all of my, like, wow. I think wow. Wow. Shout out to you guys. whoa, I could not maintain a 95 average. Whoa, what? But one thing I've noticed, because I work with a lot of university students, like I work with a lot of you guys, and what I've realized is those that join the major societies, and by major societies, I don't know, maybe you have, if you're a commercial student, like join the commerce club. If you're an accounting student, if there's an accounting society, join it. Like I was in HR while I was in school, like all of my really close friends joined the HR society. Like they were set, like honestly, when you, for the most part, you were set when you join all of these major societies in schools, because they have connects with all of these firms that at the end of the day that you want to work in, okay? Because they have all these connects, so they're going to bring all of these people into your school to speak. So what really sets you apart from every other student in school is literally, it's obviously your grade sets you apart, don't get me wrong, grade sets you apart, but at the same time, for the most part, is your personality, and also that face-to-face contact with people sets you apart from every other person in university. Because think about it, like the other, you guys don't have enough experience. It's either you worked retail or you didn't even work at all, or some of you managed to get like internships in organizations. When I'm looking at it, at the end of the day, most of you have the same grades, most of you have the same level of experience. So at the end of the day, what do you think I'm looking is definitely that face-to-face interaction with me. I'm not saying it works every time, but it works for the most part. Like I know there are so many students in my set in particular, like some of my friends who joined the major societies, like they joined the HR societies, they went for all of those meetings, they met all of those people, and they were guaranteed full-time jobs before they graduated. Me, I was just concerned about getting good grades, like just, you know, what's my business with all of these major societies? They're not going to guarantee me anything. Trust me, they guarantee you a whole lot. If you can be on the board of directors, governors, whatever they're called, executive teams, I think, I don't know what they're called because obviously I didn't make it that far, but if you can be on the executive team, that also gives you an edge from all the other regular students in your school or in your, I guess, department. It gives you an edge because you're going to be the one in contact with this firms. I'm speaking more in terms of Canada because I don't really know how it works in other places because I live in Canada. So let me let you people know something about the real world, okay? It's not all about studying. That takes you only so far. Your network takes you further. So you need to know what you're doing. Like you need to be aligning yourself with the right people right now while you're in school. I feel people are ready to do this, but I feel this tip is also very important. Being in university, this is the perfect time for you to look for internships or unpaid internships. I know unpaid internships are not flattering, and I've worked in unpaid internships where they honestly did not treat me right. This is why again I'm saying join major societies, because you're going to, these reps are going to come to your school, they're going to want to talk to you. Like go for all of those events that reps come for, like career fairs, info sessions. You need to find yourself there. It doesn't matter, oh, I'm in first year. No, trust me, it's even better when you're in first year, because by the time you're done, you have at least a year experience than someone who started in like second or third year. You have at least a year experience by the time you're done. So go for all of those career fairs, talk to these people. I know students are also scared. Let me tell you, these reps sometimes are scared. They don't even know what to say. They don't even know how to relate to you students. Let me tell you the truth, they don't know how to do it for the most part. Like if you have to write your questions down, write your questions. Another thing that I've seen students do is they leave their business cards. You leave your business cards with these people. Immediately you meet them, connect with them on LinkedIn. It's very important. Follow up with these people. Like I find that a lot of students meet you, they're amazing people, but at the end of the day, they don't connect with you. And at the end of the day, you're going to different schools, you're meeting different people, so you don't really remember all of the people you met. On your path as a student, you have to go the extra mile. This point is definitely, it relates to the last point, I'm just realizing that, but whatever. But you have to go the extra mile as a student to actually keep in contact with these people, like connect with them, know when next they're coming, hit them up for coffee chats, all of those different things. Start these things while you're in school, not when you're done school. Trust me, it's harder when you're done school. Like for students who have co-op courses, you're lucky, okay, you can do this, you already thought these things. But for students who don't have co-op courses, like start these coffee chats. I know finding internships is really hard, don't get me wrong, but you can start with finding, like joining your major societies, or you can start with like the coffee chats. Like Man, now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like I played myself while I was in school. Like I played myself heavily. I really did. But this tip is make friends with your favorite profs or your profs in general. Connect with these profs outside classes, because at the end of the day, you're just another face in the crowd. Obviously, they'll remember you more if you're participating, because I mean, a lot of students are not here participating in class, so they remember you, they remember your name. But I'm thinking more in terms of people who are trying to do their masters at the end of the day, because some schools would ask you, I think a lot of schools, not just some schools, a lot of schools will ask you to get a reference from your professors. Now, if you go to your profs, like a lot of profs, I remember in my field, I'll always be like, you guys are not listening. When you come and you ask me for references, I'm not going to give you these references you're asking for, because at the end of the day, I don't know you. And they're not wrong. They don't really know us at the end of the day when you think about it. So this is why you need to go for their office hours. Trust me, when it's time to come for your references and we are asking your profs for your references, they're like, oh yeah, remember this student? This student always came from my office hours. This student always answered questions in my class. So yeah, I'm going to say something positive. Like, I'm telling you, these profs are waiting. They're patiently waiting for you to come and ask them for references, so they can tell you, I don't know who you are, so I'm not going to give you references. I'm not lying to you. Profs do this. They tell students, I'm not going to give you references because I can't remember you. And sometimes they even remember you for being a pest in their class, or even being someone that was always on your phone in their classes, so that you're already screwed. You already know that prof, you can't use that prof. So find one prof that was probably your favorite in class, in your different classes, and try and connect with that prof. Another way you can connect with them is through group projects. That's where you can make use of the office hours, because I know a lot of people are like, why would I go for office hours? I don't really have any questions. Obviously, you don't have questions, but you just want to make your face visible to them and your name known to these people, obviously. So what you can do is, when they give you your group projects, because I know in my field a lot of profs will give you your group projects like at the beginning of the semester, so you can always go and be asking them questions. Instead of emailing them those questions, go and ask them those questions. Even if it's like 2 minutes, they remember you as that student that always comes into their office. Trust me, it's all about putting a face to this name. It's all about networking at the end of the day. Like, you gotta do these things. And finally, my last tip is take risks while you're in school. This, I can't stress it. Uni is the only time. This is the only time you can be as wild and as naive as you can possibly be, without anyone kind of looking down at you and saying, is this person an adult? Shouldn't you know better? Uni is the only time you can do basically stupid things. That's what I'm not saying you should do stupid things, but I'm just saying take risks. Like, if you want to travel, like, uni is the perfect time to travel. Like, on your summer vacations, on summer holidays, you can dedicate one summer to travel to different places, because you're not going to have that time again while you're done school. You're really not going to. Like, a lot of people, some people get married immediately after school. Some people get full-time jobs, and you guys who work full-time jobs, you kind of know that you have just a set amount of days, max maybe 20 days in the whole year to travel. You can't tour the whole of Europe in 20 days. You can't. So you need to travel, like, have fun, do those things. If you're very entrepreneurial, like, start things up in school. Like, don't care about what people are gonna say. Don't say, oh my god, they're laughing at me. Like, don't care about those things, because you're really young at that point in your life, so you can make mistakes. And I'm not saying, obviously you can start stuff after school, but it's just, when I think back at it, I definitely would have liked to have started following my dreams, my passions, all of those things while I was in school. I wish I went through my dream list like while I was in school, like did most of the things. So when now that I'm done school, I don't have like any regrets, because some things, it's a lot harder starting some things when you're done school. That's the truth of the matter. You can definitely start it, but it's definitely a lot harder. So like, while you're in school, for those of you who are still in school, please travel, visit places, like save up and travel. Do those things, follow your dream. Whatever you're really passionate about, I feel you should do it while you're in school. College is the best time to experiment. I was just really thinking about all of these things, and I was just like, man, if I could go back in time I'll definitely do these things over. So I just felt like I should give you guys those tips to help you. I mean, you don't have to do everything, but it would be nice for you to experience a large chunk of things that I was not able to experience. Trust me, I didn't have a bad experience. Don't get me wrong, I did not. But my experience could have been better. That's all I'm trying to say. You get me, fan? You get me? Okay? Alright then. I'll see you guys.